All right, guys. So thank you so much for jumping on tonight. My name is Andrea Rosser, and I have had the privilege of being a part of this amazing community for going on 10 years now. And I'll tell you, it has changed every single aspect of my life and all for the better. So I'm forever grateful for it. And I am just so excited to share it with you guys tonight because somebody well, first of all, let me say we're going to be so respectful of your time because we know everybody's busy, everybody's going in all kinds of different directions, and we want to respect that because we appreciate that you're taking the time to spend a little bit of it with us this evening. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that somebody cared enough about you to invite you on here. So we want to make sure that we do a good job and share what we have. And just know we're going to kind of give you a bird's eye view of what we have to offer and see if it's a good fit, right? This may be something that you get off here and you go, holy moly, how have I lived without this for as long as you've been alive? And you might get off here and say, holy moly, these people are bonkers. Either way is perfectly fine. Either way, it could be accurate. And we're just excited to share what we have this evening. So I'm going to share some slides with you and just a little bit of information. And then I've got a very special guest that I'm going to turn it over to for a little bit. So just bear with me for a moment. Let me introduce myself. So this is me. These are my people, and they've grown quite a bit since then. My daughter is just about 15 and my son just turned 12. But when we found this industry, they were itty bitty. So as you can see right there, that was them. And that was me. And what you can't see in that picture, maybe you can see I'm tired, but I'm also really stressed. At that moment, I was working full time. On top of my job, I had at least a 3 hour a day commute, hour and a half each way. And I was kissing foreheads to put my babies to bed at night and didn't have a way out. So I don't know if anybody can appreciate that or understands what that could be like. But that was my life, and wasn't phenomenal. And I was praying for a way out every single night. But it's interesting. I really think that God may have a sense of humor, and he absolutely answered my prayers for a way out, but he answered it through a layoff. I actually lost my job, which was incredibly terrifying. Um, I'm the primary wage earner for my family. So if at your household, if you erased a big chunk of your income, how would that look for your monthly bills? Because they keep coming. And so what happened over the course of the next year, I was happy on one side because I was home with my babies, but I was terrified on the other because we were getting farther and farther in debt every single month. And by the time that somebody brought this industry to me, I was a couple months behind on my mortgage and praying for grocery money and had racked up a significant amount of credit card debt. So that's kind of the beginning. The middle is a very silly picture that I had sent to my mentor. And that was actually, I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but I was paying minimums on all of my bills when I was able to pay them, period, even when I first got started here. Okay. And all the dogs are just going to click, click, click around. Richard, I might have to put mine on my lap, but she's a little bit bigger. Can you get her out of here? Because she's loud. Anyway, so I was paying what I could. And that picture in the middle was the first time that I was able to use my check from this industry to pay off my credit card in full. And I was a very happy woman. And that was just a really great day in the Rosser household. And then we've been able to continue from that. Now this is what we do full time. I have been for almost 10 years now. And the fun part about this industry is we've been able to pay it forward. So we've been able to bless other lives, not just mine. And it's been really, really phenomenal. So can't recommend it enough. And really kind of what we do here is we just help people that are looking for a little bit more in their life. I was looking for more income. I was desperately looking for more income. But most people, they want to feel better. They want to have a little bit more energy. Maybe they want to lose a little weight, sleep better. That's one of the biggest benefits I've had. Part of that could be that it's reduced my stress, but it's definitely helped me sleep really, really well. And we just help people do that. And we do transformations in those categories all around the world. And we have an app right here on our phone, right? Like everybody, where we spend most of our time, right? Or a lot of our time, we have an app on here that allows us to share transformations with anyone that we want. And as you can see, our products really create transformations from the inside out. So again, for my family, the biggest transformation was financial. It took a household that was completely in debt to a family that now we have a sizable residual income that's really created a lot of freedom that I never would have anticipated. But other people, the transformation's twofold. Maybe it's with their skin, right? Maybe they had some acne or some scars or anything like that. As you can see on here, the transformations for that are incredible. And we have a line that will help with that. We'll talk about that in a moment. Maybe it's weight loss, right? We've had people, and we're going to talk more about that in just a moment, so stay tuned. But we have so many people in both the 100-pound plus club, but then also like the last 5 to 7 pound club, because I don't know if you guys can relate to either end of that spectrum, but sometimes both can be really, really hard, and we can help with both. And then even those people out there that are, the ones I definitely can't relate to, but those big athletes, right? The people that are looking to take their athletic performance to the next level, we can help with that as well. So we just have transformations all around the world. So here's some pictures of some people that we know, real life human beings that we know. And Kim's actually lost over 80 pounds now. She's had phenomenal success. There's a 100-pound club all over, different people that have just lost a lot. And that really takes us to our guest this evening. So this is a gentleman that I've actually had the privilege to see him speak on 2 separate occasions. Maybe even, nope, that was the second one. Okay, just making sure. I was thinking there might have been a third, but I think 2 separate occasions. But I'm arguing with myself. There might actually be a third one, Richard. I don't remember, but every time has been phenomenal, and he has a fantastic transformation inside and out. So this is Richard Hawkins II. And Richard, if you wouldn't mind, first of all, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And if you wouldn't mind just sharing kind of how you got into the company and what it's done for you, I would be so appreciative.
Well, thanks for having me on. And just to prove a point, we don't have to be perfect to do this business, because you've actually heard me talk 3 times. It's okay. See, that just shows you I'm no more important than anybody else. But all I want to do is tell my story if it'll help anybody. Basically, I started middle to late March of 2019. I don't even remember the exact day I started, but it was mid to late March of 2019. I had quit weighing myself at 287. I don't think I ever hit the 300 mark, but I mean, I know it's 287, maybe a little more. And I finally had seen Richard Tuggle had lost some weight and contacted him. He showed me the products. We got started. He twisted my arm into being a rep, and I was not going to do the business, just like he wasn't either. And so many others aren't. We just want to lose weight, feel better, and it turns into a business. And it's growing. It's slowly growing. It's steadily growing. My main goal is to help people. So whatever I can do to help them get to their goal, whether it's weight loss or healthier living, or maybe turn it into a business for them. But from March to New Year's Eve, I had lost 101 months, 101 pounds. Smaller than when my wife met me 20 years ago. I'm feel better than I have since. I mean, I actually feel better than when I was in my 20s, because I'm lighter than when I was in my 20s. Mm. The products are great. I mean, I don't know how much you want me to talk about products. I started with the drops, the Rejuvenex and the MOA, and then I added the greens and the Restorex. And then when I decided to go Ultimate, I ordered the Ultimate Variety Pack, and found all kinds of other products that we have just fell in love with. The shakes, I can't say enough about the shakes. When Limu come on board, I started drinking the Blue Frogs, and my favorite is the Burn. And I also love the Blue Frog too, but So I take just about all of the health products RX has, and the Blue Frogs and the Burns and the Limu Shakes and the Limu Original too. So, and people's like, wow, you spend a lot, don't you? I was like, I make more than I spend, so I don't even worry about it. But the bigger thing really is though, like I've been telling a few people lately, it might sound, especially if you're 20 and you think you're bulletproof and you're perfectly healthy, everything's great. Talked to a guy yesterday, he drinks 6 Mountain Dews a day and he sits in his car and drives all the time and he's bulletproof. I'm like, yeah, but it might sound expensive now, but as you get older, it's going to cost you a lot more to try to get your health back. Why not stay on top of it now? Why not get a few things under control now? I've learned so much from doing the program through RX of eating smarter. I mean, I don't eat perfect. I never stuck to the food list exactly right. I have cheat meals and cheat weekends and stuff like that. You have to reward yourself. I tell everybody, if you go hardcore, most people fall off the wagon and they're like, well, just forget it. It's over. Well, no, you have to stay focused. You have to keep focused on what is your real goal. And that's what I try to encourage my people to do is if you tell me what your goal is, I'm going to do everything I can do to help you reach that goal. Anything else you want me to say?
Well, first of all, I love that because, it shows a lot of your character, right? To say it's not about me, it's about them, right? So tell me what your goal is and I'm going to help you go get it. And that's probably why you have been able to be so successful. What I would ask is if you would just share, I know you talked about all kinds of different products there, but do you have 2 or 3 that if you had to pare it down, right? If you had to pare it down, what would be the 2 or 3 that you would go to? And this is a hard question because I just did another big reorder. So I'm like, I need everything right now.
All right. Well, here's what I tell my people. And it has recently changed since we've had a new product the last couple of weeks, and I'll get to that in a second. But I used to always say, look, if I never make another dime and I can only afford or I only have the choice of 2 products out of the whole company, I hope I never have to give up the Giving Greens and the MOA. And now I have added the third one is our probiotic. So those 3, because I do that most of, if what I say, 70% or whatever of your health starts in your gut. So I want to keep my gut healthy. The MOA, I didn't realize I didn't really have aches and pains, but I'm more flexible now. And they said the MOA is probably what they can't guarantee anything, but I'm more flexible than I used to be. Of course, I've lost some weight, so it's easier to get around when you lose weight. But the MOA, I mean, I have so many people, even the ones that aren't reps, that just order products, almost all of them of the MOA, if they can get it down. So some of them can have trouble with the taste. A lot of them get used to it. But like my dad said last night, we were visiting with some of our teammates. That's what I call our people, teammates. He was saying, I never liked the MOA. I still don't like the MOA, but I love what it does for me. So I'm going to drink it. So he does. He drinks it every day. And of course, he takes all the vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. And I want to touch on that for just a second, if you don't care.
Yeah,
My dad had a stroke March 15th of this year.
Oh.
And soon as we got access to him, he was in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days, and they kicked us out for the virus and wouldn't let us see him. So he couldn't have visitors or anything. Well, as soon as he got discharged, we got him on all of our products. Give God, of course, but we also say we have some great products because every time we took him to the doctor, to therapy 3 times a week, every time we walked in, they would just shake their head going, never seen somebody get better so quick. So we do believe in miracles and great product. And he'll tell you the same thing. So he's back to work now. He's a master electrician, and he's doing electrical work. He's driving. And yesterday, he's got an old antique tractor that has a hand. You go to spin the flywheel to get it to start. And he did it all by himself yesterday.
Wow.
It's hard for me, and I don't have any health problems now at all. So he was telling that story last night, and he got a little choked up. And it's easy choked up when you go through stuff like that, because stroke victims, you never know how it's going to turn out. But we do give God the glory and the great products. So it's not just losing weight, people. It's you can help with their health. Even if they don't want to lose weight, they might get their health in better shape. Where, I honestly believe if you lose weight, you get healthier, and if you get healthier, you're going to lose some weight if you need to. So I think it's hand in hand. All we got to do is help them. If they want help, we got to help them, whatever it takes.
Well, I love the story about your dad that actually made the hairs on my arm stand up. So that's such a gift. There's nothing I love more than a good health story, because the finances are great, right? But they mean nothing if we don't have our health. So with that, I'm going to ask you one more question. Okay. And I know you have big goals here. So where are you looking for this business to take you in the next, 3 to 5 years?
Oh, no, I'm not waiting that long. That's too long to think. I'm thinking
3 to 5 months. Okay. 3 to 5 months.
I'm thinking as soon as possible. I have an insurance agency, and I still have rental property and different things, but I would love, by all means, to make enough with this that I can quit doing the insurance, because it's just, even with the virus, this, I do Medicare insurance, and so this year is going to be totally different because people are scared to see you. People are scared to talk to you. There's restrictions. There's all kinds of things. Luckily, we get to do a lot more online. But I do life insurance and Medicare insurance. If you do life insurance, when do I help you? I don't. I help your family when you're dead. When I do Medicare insurance, what do? I help you when you're hurt or sick or whatever. Why can't I do this full time, where I can hopefully make the years better that you have here until you do pass away, or if you have injuries, whatever, maybe our products make you heal quicker. We hope. We don't diagnose, treat, or anything, but I honestly believe our products give you and your body the best chance to get better. And that's what I want to do. I don't know. I wish it was tomorrow. It can't happen fast enough. But long-term goal, 3, 6 months, year, whatever it takes. That's my goal. I want to do this full time. I want to be able to help my team, be there anytime they call. Say, I'm in my vehicle, I'm on my way, wherever I got to go. I'll be on the Zoom, whatever it takes to help them, if they're, or just helping other people. That's my goal. I just want to help them.
Well, I love it. You said a beautiful thing right there. You said many beautiful things, but that's a great goal, and I can't wait to see you full time. I'll run the roads with you over out there in Arkansas. It's my favorite place. I love that part of the country. But make the years better while you're here. And what a gift, right? What a gift to be able to do that for people. So thank you so much for sharing. Definitely appreciate you and your time and your story and your heart. Just great perspective. And I'm going to flip it back over. We're going to go back to the slideshow, and I'm going to share you guys a little bit more. We're just going to talk tiny bit more about the products, and then we're going to go into the business and how this whole thing works. But just know, again, we're giving you a bird's eye view. So if you've got questions after, reach out to whoever got you on here. We'll get those questions answered. But, talking about our products, we are certified in more ways than you can possibly imagine. So many times we can go into Walmart or Costco or whatever store you're going into, and you can look at the products and you can try to compare 2 different things, and they all sound good, right? Because they're all trying to sell us something. And you can look and the ingredients look roughly the same, and you're like, which one should I get? Which one's better? And I'll tell you, in my life, I've kind of, depending on the phase of my life, I've picked 2 ways. Both by the price. Right? Sometimes I'm picking the cheapest one that I can because I need to. And sometimes I'm picking the most expensive one because I'm hoping that means it's better. But here you can look, and we have a certification process that we go through that makes it the best of the best. Guaranteed, top of the line, right? And we cover a wealth of different markets. So if you're looking for, kind of what I say to people, in the last 6 months, in the last year, have you spent money? Because our goal is not to make you spend more money, right? Our goal is to have you redirect your spending to yourself. and help you go make some money and get healthier in the process, right? So in the last 6 months, in the last year, have you spent money on vitamins, any kind of supplement, right? In the last year, 6 months, have you done anything to try to lose weight or manage your weight and get healthier in that way? Also, I'm going to add, if you tried to, especially if you're a woman, I know men need this too, but I don't know as much about it. But if you're a middle-aged woman like I am, which I hate using that term, but we're just going to say that, that needs some help with your hormones, we can help with that also. So phenomenal products for that. Do you need more energy, right? So have you bought energy? If you ran through the Starbucks drive-through because you're crashed in the afternoon, whatever it may be, we can help in that. All right, do you drink water? Do you breathe air? I heard something just this week, I believe it might have been on Tuesday, that it's shown that the air inside our home is actually more polluted than the air outside of our home. And that's because of the products that we're using and spraying and all of that around our home. We can help with that, right? Who doesn't want to clean up their environment and help their immune system, right? We're all focused on our immune system right now. Do you use essential oils, right? I've got, well, I think it ran out, but I've got one behind me right now. What about skincare? This is a brand new line that's actually the combination of some lines that we had before, but I've only been using these products for about 4 days and I'm already seeing a difference. They're phenomenal. So most people wash their face and do some things to help with aging. We can help with that, right? And if you don't do any of that, right? You don't care about any of that, well, I hope you brush your teeth. Right? I hope you take a shower. And if you do those things, well, we can help right there because we have a brand called Revive that we can help in that. And again, like I said, it's all focused on redirecting that spending to products that are superior to anything else that you're going to get out there, that are one of a kind. They're in high demand. They make a big difference on your body, and they're consumable and backed by science. So they're phenomenal. I'm going to highlight a couple. You heard Richard talk about these, but we're just going to go through a couple on here that we love the most and we think would create the biggest transformation in the majority of the people. One is the MOA that he talked about, his mobility, right? 36 superfoods in one little packet. And he said that it does have a strong flavor. It's black pepper, right? The whole thing isn't, but it's got black pepper in there for absorption. So it's got a little bit of a kick to it. I think it kind of tastes like a Bloody Mary. I'm going for it. I think it's just fine. My kids will drink it. You just have to be prepared. I just tell people it's going to be sweet with a little bit of spice at the end. So just be prepared for it. And it's, phenomenal for your body. Definitely worth it. Next one is Lima Original. I've been drinking this product for going on 10 years. I don't want to go a day without it. The boost that it gives your immune system, you can find over 2,000 studies on pubmed.gov on why you want this, okay? Don't have to trust me. Go do a quick Google search and you can find so much, especially with what's going on in the world today, on how this could help your body. But then other things like it helps increase your energy, helps with your metabolism, helps support better sleep, and what a gift that is. Slenderize. My little bag, I don't know if you guys can see it, is very filthy because these two little bottles go with me everywhere. Twice the weight. So, diet, exercise, phenomenal, right? We should all be eating right. We should be putting the right things into our body. We should all be exercising to keep ourselves healthy. But life happens. We don't always make the best decisions. And this is our, self-control in a bottle. This is our secret. This is our easy button, right? This is our secret weapon that helps us drop twice the weight as diet and exercise alone, and just so powerful. And then it also is known to help regulate our body. So it's a homeopathic product that helps you regulate, and the side effect, right, is weight loss, which is great by me. And then energy. So many people today, we hear about it. I'm so tired. I've got to run through the Starbucks drive-through, or I'm grabbing not one monster, but two, right? Because the first one's going to help you right now, and the second one's going to help you for the crash. Well, we have two solutions for them. I only have one on my desk right now, but a lot of times I'll actually have both. But Rejuvenex, this is in a pill format, right? Really healthy. There's nothing negative in here. It's actually a really good calm energy, helping you get through the day. And it also has superfruits in there just to help you feel really, really good. So it's adding nutrition to your body. And then we have Blue Frog and Blue Chew, which have no artificial sugar, no artificial colors. I'll actually let my kids have these as a treat. Now, I'm a strict mom. I'm one of those, right? They're not allowed to have soda. They're not allowed to have fast food. Like, yeah, it keeps going, right? But I'll let them have these because I know they think it's a treat, but I know that there's 2 ounces of that original in there that's so incredibly good for their bodies that I want them to have it. And all of these industries, to kind of flip to the business side, all of these industries are huge, and it's an income that we can create with for our families by tapping into them. So health and wellness, right? 4.2 trillion. And my guess is that in 2020, this went through the roof. That this is not up through 2020. My guess is that number is a lot higher, and we can tap into that with 3 of our different lines. Energy, right? Energy, 55 billion. Weight loss, a $204 billion industry per year. We're talking per year. So this is big money. Skincare, 135 billion. Personal care, 250 billion. And we get to tap into all of that. And we absolutely do it as a team. And that's the part that makes it fun, right? That we get to work with people all over the nation. I didn't know Richard before, I'd say maybe 6 months ago, that, had no connection in our lives, but now we get to work together, we get to support each other's teams, and it makes it fun and exciting. And just like you said, we get to help everybody, let all ships rise with the tide, right? And we do it all from home. And I think this is the part that for so many of us, with everything that's happened this last year, that, there was so much insecurity in the world, in the workplace, that to have something to fall back on that we can do in our control has been so powerful. And I will be forever grateful that I started this when I did, because with the world today, not a whole lot in my work life had to change, right? Because as long as I have a cell phone, I like to do a lot of work from my computer. As long as I have those things and Wi-Fi, then we're good to go, and it can work from anywhere. And we do that together. And our goal is just to help you create and share your experience. So you're going to pick a pack, and we'll talk about that in a second, and we're almost done here. But you're going to pick a pack, and you're going to get a transformation from it. Our packs are designed. You pick the type of transformation you want. We're going to get you the pack that works the best for that. And it's going to create something where you're going to, like you saw with Richard, that people are going to say, what are you doing, right? And they're going to want that same transformation or a different transformation of their own. And we're going to help you get 4 people started. And then we're going to repeat that process with them and help them get their 4 people. And we just repeat this over and over, and we grow teams into the thousands. I lost my slide. There we go. And we do this all through a company called RX, New Age RX, with our goal of helping people look better, feel better, and live better. And it truly is the absolute perfect time. So if you look at our history, 2011 is when we got started. 2019, we closed at 230 million. We're over $500 million right now where we are, and we're just getting started. It's just the beginning. They had a goal of 1.1 billion, but I think their goal is to double that. So what you need to know, like, who cares, right? Like, how big this company, what does that mean to you? What that means to you is we're proven, okay? So we're proven, our products are proven, the company is cash rich and has the stability to make sure that we can do everything that we need to do to create an income. But what I want you to notice, because my guess is the majority of us on here are over here in North America. See those dots? That's our presence in North America. Where the majority of our growth has been historically has been around the world, over 70 different markets, okay? Right now we're bringing it to the United States, and we're going to do that through you and I, and we get to capitalize on that. And if you just look around the people in your circle and yourself, right? Like, how many people would appreciate paying off their mortgage, right? How many people would appreciate paying off those student loans, or growing an emergency fund or a savings account, or having more family time? Now, right now, they might be looking for a little less family time, but maybe they want different family time, right? They want more investments. They want to be able to work from home on their own terms. We can create all of that together here. And through it, we can create a transformation in the process. So just sharing real quick, Dr. Crystal Vance, this is a dear friend of mine. And I've watched this transformation happen over the last 4 or 5 years. She's actually lost over 100 pounds now. It's even more. Phenomenal transformation. But she had a thriving practice in Wyoming. But the downside of that thriving practice is she was given all her time to it. So not only did she transform her body, but she sold her practice and is living free, through this opportunity. And I think that's a pretty phenomenal transformation, and we get to do that together. So get started. Like I said, you just pick a pack. You pick the one that appeals to you the most, create your own transformation. You consume those products. And here's, a screen of some of the different ones that we have, but we can talk about that. You can get back to the person that helped you get on here, and you can discuss which one would work the best for the transformation that you're looking for. But I'll tell you, I am grateful every single day that somebody thought highly enough of me to invite me to check this out. Because as I said when I started this, my entire family has been blessed by this. Every aspect of my life has been blessed by this opportunity. And I absolutely know it can do the same for you as well. So I just want to thank you guys so much for spending this time with us tonight. Get back with that person that invited you on here and answer, get those questions answered, do your due diligence, and then join us. Let's go change some lives together. So thank you so much, Richard Hawkins, II. Thank you for jumping on here this evening. I so appreciate your story. Anthony, thank you for your help. And you guys, you have a great evening, and we'll talk to you all soon.